What is going on, guys? We're back finally with another video. Playing some NBA 2K13, and yes, as you saw at the beginning of that clip, they finally decided to trade Kyle Lowry. So we got Zach Randolph for him, which is kind of more than I expected. Not the greatest, but a pretty good player. But obviously the most important thing is probably going to be the point guard from now on. So yeah, it's just some footage from that game. I figured I'd since it's been a while since my last video, I think I want to give my thoughts on what's transpired recently, mostly in the NHL. As you know, season's long and gone. I mean, what a finish to that Stanley Cup final game. They score with like, I don't know, less than 2 minutes to go. They win the game with 2 goals. It was crazy. Chicago won. Good for them. They traded a bunch of players afterwards. I think Frolik, Boland. I'm pretty sure someone else got traded as well. So yeah, but you know, that's the price of winning the Stanley Cup. They gotta keep that salary going. Yeah, and then brings me to the Leafs. Leafs first off start the summer off by acquiring Jonathan Bernier. I think that was a great trade. Honestly, I made a whole Leafs video previewing the summer and what the Leafs should do before they actually acquired Boland and Bernier and all those other guys. So I had to scrap that video, you know, throw it in the trash pretty much. Yeah, as far as the Leafs go, they signed David Clarkson on free agency day. I think that's a good signing. Obviously, a lot of people are saying they overpaid him. Honestly, I don't have too much problems with the money they gave him. It's just the 7 years. I mean, 7 years is a long time. He's already 29 years old. But you know, honestly, he's a good player. He'll definitely help the Leafs for the next 2-3 years. At the minimum, I'd say. It's like the 5th, 6th, and 7th year of that contract that's probably going to come back to hurt us. But, you know, there's no way any team was going to get David Clarkson without giving him 7 years, since that's the most he could get if he left New Jersey, which he obviously was going to do. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that we got Clarkson. He'll probably be in our second line with Kadri and Lupul, if all things go to plan. Yeah, you know, it should be good. I'm looking forward to the season, definitely. Also, re-signed Bozak. We bought out Grabovski. The Leafs bought out Grabovski, so I did see this coming. And it's not because he's a bad player. It's more, well, number one, because of his cap hit, 5.5 for the next 4 years. And on the secondly, I should say, he was a center, and he's playing behind arguably Tyler Bozak, and Nazem Kadri came out of nowhere to take his spot last year. So fell out of love with Coach Carlisle. He had some pretty harsh words for Randy Carlisle too. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure he'll find a team. I could see him going to like a team like Anaheim or Florida and really like lighting it up, getting at least close to 60 points. He's still a good player, and if he gets second line minutes or first line minutes, or probably second line minutes, more likely he'll definitely put up some points and goals, maybe even close to 25 goals again in his career. So yeah, good luck to him. He just didn't fit on our team anymore. But yeah, I'm quite happy with what the Leafs did. You know, we kept Bozak, we added Clarkson, Bernier, and Dave Boland. So should be another playoff year for the Leafs. So hopefully, unless you know, the team gets injured, something like that, something happens. I'd love for them to add another defenseman to help us out, but yeah, anyways, that's enough for the Leafs. This wasn't supposed to be a video on the Leafs or anything, but yeah, that's my thoughts on them. What else happened? Nathan Horton signed in Columbus. That kind of took everyone by surprise, I'd say. I mean, you know, left the Stanley Cup contending Boston Bruins to go to Columbus. He said he wanted a more quieter life. I guess he liked what he had in Florida with not as much media attention, stuff like that. Obviously, he loved winning the Cup in Boston, but you know, some people are just like that. They want the quieter atmosphere. I think Columbus is a great fit for him. You know, they already have Gabrick. They're probably not going to play together, but having Gabrick on one line and then Nathan Horton on another line, if that team ever makes the playoffs, that'll be a dangerous team, especially with Bobrovsky. And remember, they still have Ryan Murray, who's supposed to be an NHL defenseman who was injured last year. So things definitely looking up in Columbus with Bobrovsky and all those boys. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, the draft. I forgot to comment on that as well. I think it was a pretty big shocker that Seth Jones went 4th to Nashville. I mean, they hit the jackpot. I mean, now they have Seth Jones and Shea Weber to build around. They also have guys like Roman Josi. Ryan Ellis is still kicking around in their in the minors. So, yeah, pretty good defensive core in front of Pecorine. And it, they lost Ryan Suter, but what a way to recover by getting a guy like Seth Jones without really having to do anything. They didn't even have to trade for him. I mean, surprisingly, he fell to fourth. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that Tampa Bay was going to select Jonathan Drouin no matter who was on the table. I mean, save for maybe McKinnon, and there's no way McKinnon was going to third. So, as soon as Barkov went to Florida, I mean, it was pretty obvious that Jones would go to Nashville, and that's a pretty good fit for him, playing in a defensive-minded system. He'll probably not, he'll probably excel really well playing with Shea Weber and those guys there. So it's probably the greatest fit for him. Probably a little upset that he didn't go, in the top 3 at least. But honestly, out of Colorado, Florida, and Tampa, I mean, that's definitely the best fit for Shea Weber. And I think Jonathan Drouin will be amazing next year on Tampa Bay. I mean, could you imagine if he makes their first line, plays with Stamkos and St. Louis? I mean, that'd be outstanding. That'd be a fun team to watch for sure. And if not next year, definitely in the coming years. So, and Nathan McKinnon, of course, going to I was about to say Florida, but no, he goes to Colorado. Yeah, definitely another team to watch. They have a bunch of centers now, so it's going to be interesting to see if they eventually trade one of them. I definitely think going forward they're going to want to go with Duchesne and McKinnon. So maybe guys like O'Reilly, Stasny get traded. Anyways, what else happened on free agency? Montreal got Briere, and the whole joke is, yeah, they have like the smallest forward crop of forwards in the NHL, pretty much, and they just added another small forward. But I don't know. I like the fit for Montreal. I mean, Briere, he's still a good player, and if they ever make it to the playoffs, he'll do well in the playoffs. Let's see. I can't believe I forgot about this, but Bobby Ryan got traded to the Senators. I mean, that's amazing. That is a great trade for Ottawa. And of course, it comes on the day of the news where Alfredsson left Ottawa. So definitely some bitter fans there, probably. But honestly, let's be honest. Alfredsson's gonna play for one more year, max 2. And losing him isn't such a big deal. I obviously understand the emotional attachment. Haven't gone through with Sundin in Toronto, stuff like that. But Alfredsson wanted to go to a team where he thought had a better chance to win the cup, and that was Detroit. Plus, they got all those Swedes there, so it's like a mini team Sweden over there in Detroit, which is cool. And honestly, you guys got Bobby Ryan, so that's just a great. I mean, he's going to be great. Hopefully, you guys get him signed and he doesn't leave for nothing. I think he still has 2 more years left. So yeah, I mean, Bobby Ryan, Jason Spezza on the top line, that'd be amazing. It sucks for me because I'm a Leafs fan, so I know that line's going to bite us in the ass a couple times, at least during the season, so that should be fun. But it makes them more competitive, which is always good. And the whole thing about next year is the whole conferences are changing, so Detroit and Ottawa are going to face off at least 3-4 times, and at least 2 times in Ottawa, so that should be fun next year to watch. Honestly, I'm already looking forward to the next season, even though this one just ended. I mean, and when you think of it, it's only a couple months away, considering the season ended so late because of the lockout. We're going to get a full training camp this year. Yeah, should be fun. Winter Classic, that's going to be good. Hopefully they do an HBO series. And another thing I think we're all forgetting is that it's an Olympic year, so that should be even greater. They still haven't confirmed that NHL players are going to be going to the Olympics, but I'm pretty sure they will. I think it'd be a big mistake to not let them go. Yeah, so a full 82-game season, Olympics, it'll be great. I honestly can't wait until October when the season starts. And even September, when training camp starts. I mean, those videos are always fun to watch. So yeah, that should be fun to look forward to. Honestly, the rest of the summer, nothing much to do. I haven't really felt like playing video games at all lately. Mostly been just hanging out. Honestly, there's not a lot of games I've been wanting to play. I mean, NHL, it's kind of run its course. I mean, even the NBA, kind of fallen in and out of love with it. So yeah, that's probably the main reason I haven't been posting videos. Just haven't been playing video games, period. So it's hard, but yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to the next season. What's with all these floods lately? I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen the pictures of some of the stuff in Toronto. I mean, Union Station was flooded. There were like oceans on the road. I opened my door and there was an ocean. No, just kidding. Luckily, I was part of the part of Toronto that didn't lose their power. I think like over half of Toronto at least lost their power. I think it was what, Monday afternoon, Monday night. Yeah. So thankfully I didn't lose any power, or there was no flooding near my area. But definitely looking downtown. I mean, looking at the pictures. Yeah, definitely hope everyone stayed safe. Yeah, this is just another quick video. Hopefully there's more coming soon. Alright guys, let me know what you thought of the video, what you thought of free agency. Who do you think the best free agent signing was? And what's a good question to leave you guys with? Do you guys think Clarkson the Leafs overplayed for Clarkson? There's a lot of opinions on this. I'm fine with the money, honestly. I mean, even though he's only had 40 points in his career one time, I'm fine with it. I mean, he's going to bring a lot of things. And honestly, the Leafs are a good scoring team. The thing is keeping the pucks out of the net. So, yeah, let me know what did you guys think of the Clarkson signing, and what did you guys think of free agency and the draft in general. Let me know, guys. Look forward to reading your comments. Take it easy. Peace.